Hello friends, and welcome to Docsplaining. This is your channel for evidence-based information and where you will find that opinions are informed by facts and not the other way around. I would like to just start this video with a little bit of gratitude to anyone who is willing to undergo pregnancy and give birth. We seem as a society, or at least culturally I feel, to take this for granted. We treat people who are pregnant as if that is something they just do. And we don't stop and think about how flipping hard it is to create a human being. What people go through when they are pregnant and giving birth is indescribable. There is a lot to be said about what they sacrifice in order to bring life into the world. And so honestly, the fact that we just have one day out of the year, Mother's Day, where we think about that is really depressing. We should be having weekly parades for anyone who is pregnant and undergoing the journey of bringing life into the world, because that's a big fucking deal. That's just my opinion. People should be revered for their willingness and ability to do that. It should not be something that is default. That's just what you do. In no way, shape, or form should it be taken for granted. Okay, that's my little rant. Today I would like to discuss this graphic, which is incidentally from Life News site. If you're like me, you understand that becoming pregnant doesn't change the amount of autonomy someone has over their life or body. And if you're not like me, I hope you are also watching, and perhaps the facts I put forward here will be helpful. This graphic and the basic talking points it purports is thrown at us as evidence that our understanding of pregnancy and autonomy is wrong. But is it wrong? Are we misunderstanding? Here we see the pregnant person, and for efficiency and understanding's sake, let's just say that this is me, just to make it easier. And to be clear, I am not pregnant, but I could be. To begin, let's address the visual effects of this graphic. What do you see? Well, I see that as the pregnant person, I'm blacked out in a silhouette, while focus is brought to my pregnancy in detail. This is rather dehumanizing. Clearly, I don't matter in this equation. It's telling, don't you think? So folks say, it's, quote, it's not your body, it's a separate entity, and it's not your DNA, end quote. But are these points true? Let's start with the first one. So, quote, it isn't your body. Well, no, it isn't my body. That's pretty obvious. But a few key facts are missing in this statement, and to not address them is to undermine the importance of pregnancy itself. First, this body cannot exist outside of my body. This is basic biology and physiology. We are not marsupials. In fact, marsupials gestate the way they do because they cannot grow a placenta. Sort of an important part of growing a human inside my uterus. Oh yeah, right, my uterus. Without it, no growing of humans happens. So at what point do I not have a say regarding what goes into my uterus? Okay, so we have a body inside my body that is not my body, yet cannot exist without my body, and many processes that my body performs. So my body works, provides resources, and changes its physiology in order for this other body to continue to be. If a distinct body needs my oxygen, my Krebs cycle, my digestive tract, my renal system, my uterine lining and blood supply, my heart pumping, my lungs breathing, my nervous system firing, etc., in order to exist, then yeah, I'm going to call the shots regarding what happens to my body and how far I'm willing to go for this other body. Which, given all of this, it is shocking to me that we don't hold parades on the daily for folks willing to create and birth other humans. Seriously, it's a big deal. The, quote, "it's separate from you," end quote, argument is one I don't think I will ever understand. No, it's not separate. See this? That's the umbilical cord. Physically attached to the placenta, physically and intimately attached to the uterus, which is an organ I was born with. No, we're not separate. That's just a fact. Lastly, the, quote, "it's not your DNA," end quote, argument is fascinating to me. It's not my DNA, really? I mean, maybe in artificial reproductive technology care, that may very well be true. But let's say I got pregnant the old-fashioned way, by dropping the aspirin and recklessly enjoying my sexuality, hopefully having an orgasm, and allowing someone's sperm inside my vagina. Shall we review biology? So egg plus sperm plus implantation equals a pregnancy. I donated 23 chromosomes in the egg. My partner donated 23 in his spermatozoon. And permit me to invoke point 3.1a, which is thrown at us. And that's, quote, "it's half his baby." I mean, if the fetus has 46 chromosomes, and if that were the only factor for, quote, "whose baby is it anyway?" then putting forth that argument may be right. But let's not forget the other contributions of physical body and physiological resources that I am contributing to the embryo's growth. And then there's the issue of mitochondria. You see, mitochondria are the batteries of the cells in our bodies, and they only come from the maternal side of the equation. So arguably, I contribute 50.0000001%, while my partner contributes 49.999999%. Do with that bit of science what you will. So in summary, you will see that merely saying, quote, "your body, not your body," end quote, leaves out a few important contextual facts. And when those facts are taken into consideration, I find it impossible to argue that if I'm pregnant, I lose the autonomy and the governance over my own body and my own life. On that note, I would like to thank you for watching. Please leave comments, questions, suggestions below. I do read the comments, and I hope that you will subscribe. I need and value your support. And please live by the golden rule. Bye.